So how many people, raise your hands, have shoulder issues? I know you do. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Who is that in the back? Okay, Stephanie. All right. So the most important movement for shoulders, and this is how I cured my shoulder issue, because my bone was rolled forward in my socket, is doing the Celtic Cross. So we're going to do that one, and it's a Celtic Cross, which is a somatic movement, which is subtle. It's a little complicated because you got to tune into one specific motion, okay? So we're going to take the left shoulder first, and it goes like this. There's this hunch feeling like that, and we drop it. And just one shoulder's up, good, and we drop it. And then we go out to the side like we're holding a teacup, and that rolls that shoulder back. This one was the most important one for me. How does that feel for you? Don't, if it stretches too much, don't go too far. So that one gets the bone back in the socket, right? And then that, okay? And then there's the length, right? So we're gonna drop down. So we're trying to touch the floor, so we're trying to pull that down. Then it comes back to neutral, and then we're gonna drop it down, and back to neutral, and drop it down. Then the other one, which I think feels super good, is a roll like that. It stretches in your shoulder blade. I like that one too. And then you roll it, right? So all four of those motions is the motion of your shoulder joint. So you know now, if you have shoulder issues, which of the four hurt you or have a little sensitivity, right? Yeah, and then when we do the other side, you'll notice that. So then what we want to do is we want to combine all four of those into the rotation in the socket. So it looks like this: up, back, down, and forward. And you see how this moves in your whole shoulder girdle, right? So you should feel, you know, your elbows moving, your hands moving, because you're attached to the shoulder joint. Yeah. And stop, crackle, pop, right? Snap, crackle, pop. It's got all those tendons moving around in there. Good. And then when you go like that, loosen it out. All right, good. Hopefully your shoulder feels a little softer. Let's try the other side. It goes like this: contract up and down. Now sometimes we get stuck like this, right? Because we have that kind of a hunch sensation. So we've got to make sure we get it that dropped. And then we're going to go out like a teacup. Good. How does that feel? Is that the one that hurts? Yeah. Yeah. So that's the angle you want to be careful on. Good. And one more like that. And then the pull down. So don't lean that way. It's almost like leaning the other way when you're pulling down. Yeah. See, because you're trying to drop this and move the other way. Good. And then you drop it. Good. And the last one is that nice rounded tuck, which I love this one. But if we get stuck too much like this is not good, right? Okay, good. Now we do that whole circle. Goes up, back, down, and forward. So we just roll around in the joint. Good. And then we do this a couple times. We do this a couple times. And then we do a squirm. Yeah. Oh, then you're sitting up nice and tall. How's that feel, you guys? Feel okay? We're going to lock it in. Bring both hands to your elbows. Keep your elbows really super tight and take it out and in. How does that feel, Virginia, when you take it out like that?
No problem.
Okay, and how about you? It pulls a little bit. Yeah, so that's the direction that you want to be careful of, right? Good. And then when you do that, take it on the side. Good.